Namaste, dear students, and welcome to the virtual learning of SLV English Medium School. Today, in this video, we are going to discuss about the first unit of your 8th class English textbook, that is, family. And within the first unit of the family, there are 3 lessons, namely, the tattered blanket, my mother, and letter to a friend. Today, in this video exclusively, we are going to do the reading of the lesson, The Tattered Blanket. The Tattered Blanket. When he arrived unexpectedly at his home in the countryside in his office car and got down at the gate, his mother, who was lying in an armchair on the veranda, made a futile attempt to get up. "Kamala, there is somebody at the gate," she said. "Somebody is in a car." Kamala, her eldest daughter, a widow who was sitting huddled up on the tinna on the veranda, her head and ears covered with a thin bath towel, got up reluctantly and walked slowly to the gate, and screwing up her eyes, peered into the darkness. She saw a bald, fat, middle-aged man walking in through the gate. "Oh, Gopi," she said in her grating voice. "Why this sudden unexpected visit?" "Kamala, who is it?" her mother asked loudly from the veranda. "Gopi," the man said. "There was a meeting in Thiruvananthapuram. I just dropped in on my way back." "Who? Kamala? Who is it?" There was a note of alarm in Amma's voice. "Amma, why are you so scared?" Kamala, Gopi's eldest sister, asked her a little awkwardly, as if he was seeing Gopi for the first time. "Amma, it's me, Gopi," he said again. He bent down and brought his face close to her wrinkled cheeks. "Amma, it's me." "Gopi, Kamala, I can't believe it. Has his school closed for vacation?" "Amma is often like this these days. She doesn't recognize anybody," Gopi's sister explained. "But sometimes her memory is quite sharp. Then she asks me if you have sent any letter. I tell her everything is fine with you, Vimala, and the kids. What is the point of telling her that you haven't written for a year? Poor thing. I wouldn't dream of making her unhappy. I got a promotion last year. After that, I'm always on my toes. And there are twos quite often. I don't get any time to write letters." "Why don't you ask Vimala to write? Or doesn't she get any time to?" "What are you mumbling over there?" Amma said loudly. "I heard somebody coming in a car. Who is it?" "I told you it's Gopi." "But Gopi is in Delhi, isn't he?" "Yes, Amma, it's me. I've come from Delhi." "Who did Gopi marry?" Amma said, suddenly lowering her voice. "I mean, what's his wife's name?" "Don't say you've forgotten her name too. Don't you remember? Vimala, District Collector Nambier's eldest daughter," Gopi's sister said. "Oh, I forgot the name. Was there a letter from Gopi today?" "There was. He writes every day. I'm terribly upset if I don't get a letter from him every day. He knows it. That's why he writes every day." "Look at the way she talks." Gopi's sister turned to him. "Just as I told you, you know nothing about what's going on here, do you?" "Who is that?" Amma said again. "Who is that in a car?" "It's me," Gopi said. "I had come to Thiruvananthapuram. I thought I should drop in to see you, Amma." "Who is your Amma? What is her name? Where does she live? Is it far from here?" "No, it's quite near. I don't know how I can bring back her memory," Gopi's sister said to him exasperatedly. Gopi placed his briefcase on the tinna. He opened it and pulled out the contents: clothes, files, a shaving set. Do you know my son Gopi? Amma asked him. He's in Delhi, a government officer. He has Kesari Yogam. He draws a salary of 2,500 rupees. Do you know him? Yes, I know him. Tell him to send me a blanket. There's a cold mist in the mornings. If I catch cold, it doesn't leave me for a long time. Tell him to send a blanket, won't you? A red one. I had a blanket, the one he bought for me when he was studying in Madras. It's all tattered now, just a ball of knotted yarn. Tell him to send me a red blanket, will you? I'll tell him. He nodded. Please don't forget to tell him the mist is not good for me. I think I'll stretch myself out for a bit. I have been sitting too long in the armchair. I have pain in the neck. Gopi's sister put Amma to bed and came back to the veranda. Delhi is too expensive. You know, I have 4 children to look after now. I can't make both ends meet with my salary, and one has to keep up one's status. It will be a great help if I can raise some money by selling my share of the family property. I came to talk it over with you. You'll sell your land and go away with the money. I know you won't come here anymore after that. Don't say that. I'll come when I get time. Your time? He saw the irritation on his sister's face. It took you more than 5 years to find time to come here. Amma is 83 now. I don't think she will pull on much longer. It took you so long to visit her after the last time. But Amma can't remember who I am, he said, smiling feebly. But do you remember your Amma? Written by Kamala Das or Madhavi Kuti and translated from Malayalam by K.M. Sharif. Thank you, dear students.